of McDonald's campaign analysis established the target market for the McDonald's Create Your Taste campaign, the young foodie, a group known to be highly emotional when considering purchase decisions. Therefore, the strategy behind the Create Your Taste involved objectives that aim to create awareness, touch emotion, and change the attitudes and beliefs that this niche market had towards McDonald's. A simple slogan, "How very are McDonald's," encompassed the big idea of this campaign and was the first indication of a positioning message strategy. Before this McDonald's product was advertised, the foodies' market perceptions of McDonald's would have been quite negative. However, McDonald's has attempted to alter perceptions and attitudes by broadcasting positioning product messages that sway from the attributes of the McDonald's brand by including this slogan. Advertising slogans can play an important role in supporting or undermining a brand extension strategy by drawing attention to attributes that the new product either has in common with existing products or that conflict with existing products. Clever use of visual stimulants have also helped to shape this product as a luxury product opposed to a cheap burger made by a chain fast food restaurant. Research shows that visuals that triggered positive emotions in individuals created more favourable attitudes towards the advertisement and brand attitude. If McDonald's were to rethink this product campaign again, it would become clear to them they missed out on utilising their product's unique selling proposition. If we look at Roy Morgan's research of McDonald's top competitors, only Subway has anything similar to the Create Your Taste range. However, Subway and McDonald's through positioning are seen as two very different brands. A stereotypical modern-day foodie loves unique features, and anything that can set one meal apart from another is only going to give a product a superior competitive advantage. There are endless ways to evaluate the success of an ad campaign. However, if we examine the three phases of evaluation, we will see that the final phase, known as post-campaign evaluation, states that we can evaluate the success of the campaign by comparing what has been achieved against the initial campaign objectives. By using samples of the target market, McDonald's could use qualitative research methods to determine if campaign objectives were achieved. Furthermore, transformations in consumer interactions involving social media could be evaluated by evaluating likes, tweets, and hashtags. The three phases of evaluation also mention return on investment. However, Harold Mitchell stated that the single biggest problem facing marketers since the invention of advertising is how to measure the return on investment. Whilst the return on investment may be a guide to success, it can also be misleading as there are multiple factors that affect sales. As seen in the four dimensions of creativity model, the campaign will be classed as an effect campaign as it draws transformational or emotional appeals to focus on the target market's social and psychological needs. The average foodie possesses attributes of being unkind to chain restaurants due to social factors. Therefore, McDonald's positioned the campaign to transform attitudes in this niche market. If we look at the following base of emotional appeal table, we will see that McDonald's had a lot of ground to make up with the long-lost foodie market. Apart from the individual emotions felt by a foodie, the campaign mostly had to appeal to the market's social-based feelings and ensure that the target market could still claim status, respect, and acceptance from their peers. Therefore, the tone of the commercial has been designed to give off a sense of luxury to match the consumer's emotions and feeling. Dramatization and imagery executional techniques, such as deep soothing voice, enhanced images of the product, and classical music have all been added to example class and professionalism. After all, execution becomes content. It can just be as important as what you say. McDonald's could have utilised the comparison execution technique as well to prove the quality of its product against the quality of others. Whilst there are advantages and disadvantages to all media, we have to keep all avenues in mind and make the right planning to optimise ad performance. Currently, television has been the main medium used to advertise this product, as it is convenient, flexible, and allows for greater creativity to larger masses. However, it can also be seen as intrusive, which makes it easily avoidable and also an expensive medium to advertise with. The young foodie generation was built by social networking, and therefore this should be seen as the prime source of advertisement for the campaign. Social media advertising can be cost-effective, accessible, measurable, creative, and most of all, it can be targeted towards an audience. However, it can be unreliable, busy, and intruding. Whilst McDonald's are already using their social networking platforms, I would recommend that they rethink the manner in which they're advertising their products. If we look at the picture on screen, we will see that McDonald's has advertised the Create Your Taste campaign, but they have other assorted McDonald's advertisements which would be sending mixed messages to their target market. One minute they're talking about a luxury product, and the next they're talking about the value for money of other products. If McDonald's want to be more effective with their ad campaign for Create Your Taste, I would recommend that they create a separate account to advertise the product so that it's separated from the brand attributes.